But that doesn't detract from the fact that it was made out of bones.
Yeah, but you like bones.
No, I like skulls. Big difference.
Lots of skulls.
Is there an elephant one? There's a very specific reason why I need one. I'm not being murder hobo. Tell them, please tell them that I'm not being a murder hobo in this moment.
I didn't ride an elephant instead of an eagle.
No, hold on a second, because they're
Please don't kill any elephants.
an illithid.
Oh, illithid.
I don't want an elephant skull. I want an illithid.
I honestly thought you said elephant.
You did say elephant.
You said
Did I say elephant?
Yeah,
It sounded
It sounded. I know what it is, so I didn't hear it, but it can definitely be
I thought you said
misconstrued that way.
Elephant.
Illithid.
Elephants are different.
There's 3 eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they only have 2.
I want
else.
Yeah, in the
elephant
fucking
skull.
word.
A rare elephant skull.
Yeah, no. I need a crystalline illithid skull.
Are they naturally crystalline or?
Nope.
Nope.
They are not. And
Yes.
I would assume so. Yes.
Magical or
Yes.
Have to dip it in the
And I did have a
juices of the
question.
fucking
Back
brain thingy.
in Cyrus Realm, is there an area where Baylock would be able to take up smithing? Like,
Not that you have seen as of yet.
yeah.
As of the realm that you've seen so far, there's only one area left that you have not yet searched, been through and investigated, and that is the one that the last time that you were there was still blocked by the gigantic skull-faced metal wall.
All right.
There you
Yeah,
go.
with the mist.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. I would be more than happy to accompany you after I have finished just working. I'm currently working on a spell, but the second I've done this part for the day, I'll be more than happy to
Look over
accompany
your
you.
shoulders like how to kill Baylock.
No. I don't need a notebook for
How
that.
to kill a warforged.
I don't need a book for that.
Just a little bit of rough.
What?
A little bit of rice,
I've
a
seen
little bit of
Wizard of Oz.
little bit of sand.
No. I think I don't really need a note on how to kill you. Because lava kills most things, and I know
Generally
where
speaking.
and I know where to find a lot of it.
Generally speaking.
We already found a lot of
affect
it
him and everything.
Yeah, I know. We almost took a bath in it. Wait. What'd you say? What are you talking about? Laura's giving you a dirty look, so it must have been stupid.
What are you talking
No.
about with it?
Okay. So you had a brilliant idea. Will you please tell me about it?
Can you please just continue with what you were doing?
We were already shitting on you.
I know.
No,
Just
I'm trying to
continue.
call it a brilliant idea so he actually shares it with me.
Continue with what you were saying.
Okay, so,
Play that beautiful feedback. Let's hear it.
is there, after just discussing that with Dr. Mark, was there anything else that you would like to do? Because there's more than one way to research your past, if that's what you're trying to do. Because you did notice that there are different aspects to your past. It's quite obvious at this point that Cyric is trying to show you all of the bad things that Tyr did to you in your past. Tyr is doing everything he possibly can to try to show you all of the bad things that Cyric did in your past.
It's like all this bad stuff.
Right. Don't think that it is unheard of at this point to realize the fact that you are not necessarily in a stable point as far as everything goes. So
I need you to lift
who
up
you are
the
and who
top
you want to
3
be
books.
is in flux.
Top 3.
So there are different ways to research your past depending on what you want to, like, what aspect do you want to know more about? Do you want to know more about Cyric and how he is influencing everything? Do you want to learn more about Tyr and his influence?
Baylock was more drawn towards symbol of Tyr.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was comfort thing.
Uh-huh.
So that would probably be what he would do.
In particular, the last time that you were there was when you got your holy symbol of Tyr.
Yeah.
And you have a name for the symbol, so it's up to you if you want to go ahead and try to research that a little bit more, and that might lead you to more information.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Holy symbol of Tyr. That sounds like a Catholic priest kind of thing.
Actually, no. It looked closer to this.
I was making
Yeah.
jokes of Tyr.
Oh.
Holy symbol of tears.
Let's cut that part out.
Nope.
I love the pause after that. I was like, wait. Oh!
because you guys don't really expect that kind of shit out of me, so it's fun to do it every once in a while.
That's
You
what
put
she
that
said.
up the code of your eye, but not.
Yo, yeah, no.
I've learned to curve
Okay.
myself.
When
There are any number of
Who's the one who
libraries
just made that
across the face of Faerun that could absolutely help you out with that. You happen to know that one of your allies
Yeah.
comes directly
Yeah,
from a place like that.
Is there any way I could communicate with them?
With who in particular are you talking about? Because I was more leaning towards, you know, that Lexi comes from the Church of Denair and
that's
her
true.
massive, gigantic underground library.
Not sure how much it's gonna cost to get there though.
That's true. Yeah.
Not everything's about your boobs anymore.
How much is
I mean, that was the subtle innuendo, but
Okay. Well, I'll.
MCQ.
Will I
Matter of
know
gathering.
yes.
About that?
Yeah.
MSG?
I mean, in your guys' travels, you have not only seen, but you've heard her talk about it enough to the point where,
Bad for you.
You're so good.
yes, you would absolutely know that she would have access to something like that.
Okay.
What are you asking about?
Well, I'll go seek her out.
It's on the
Okay.
on the table thing.
You find her in her room, just nose to the paper, writing a whole bunch of different papers and
I'll
whatnot.
knock on the door before I enter.
I thought you were asking about
Ashley?
it's right after sugar. It's monosodium
Hey,
glutamate.
so
But there's
I know you have
MSG.
access to quite a few
What is it?
books. A library, a massive one.
I was asking about the vitamin C.
Huge would you, if you had the time, would you be willing to help me out with? I'm on kind of a personal quest.
Yeah, you creep me out, but yeah.
Oh, I do.
God damn.
She hasn't seen a room.
As if you are surprised.
But she's around you, her teeth
I
a little bit.
apologize. I don't intend to.
That would be weird if I just perked up and down with like a cat's ears. They're kind of curious, like one cock's to one side.
That's on my penis. You're gonna be here from that on.
She's got like this Scooby-Doo ears thing going on.
like how kind of curious, but you're not sure. It's like
He's down now, by the way.
Give me a couple drinks and I'll try
Good.
it.
I'm gonna go ahead and close that one.
Kind of like that.
I only opened that one so that I could see back behind to see the screen. And
Yeah,
And
you
he's
can see in there too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's looking like the general consensus is that a lot of the research that you guys could do
it's all in the one location.
could be done, at least for the most part, to gain a little bit more of a narrowing in on some of your guys' stuff. Might not be able to be found there, but locations that you might want to find could be found there. And she has papers to turn in there anyway.
It's something that would still be fairly expensive for us to get into the library.
We can get there really fast.
It entirely depends on a lot of different things. The
Is that what
location.
it's called? I'm just gonna be like this.
A lot of magic. We're gonna
Oh.
zapped.
Sorry.
Very specifically, the location for the temple can only be reached through Waterdeep.
I mean, we have to go back to Waterdeep at some point anyways to talk to the dude.
I mean, there's half a forest and stuff can't hide in anymore.
Or one.
So. Less ambushy.
Legit.
So, that ends the first part of your guys' day. Now, depending on what you guys want to do, will determine where we go from here. So, what is all of your intentions?
If I may assume, we're all gonna like kind of meet for lunch a little bit.
I think that's a fairly decent idea, considering a number of you have gathered information that talking to your companions would be a great idea.
Ah, that's fair.
He's just gonna be sitting there with a free.
He's there for emotional support.
Yeah. So if I may, what have we all gathered today with our downtime?
Would Yax have gathered anything from his meditation?
No, still no signs as far as anything goes.
So basically, you just nap
Nothing
all
going
day.
on over there, son.
You're a freeloader. You're sleeping in a tower. You just nap
You're a
all
phony
day.
monk. You don't meditate. You
He
don't commune with spirits.
God.
he's helped us out. He has been helping.
I told
Does-
that
he
I told
broke
that
it.
elemental's head.
Helped us buy a new door.
He's fucking Goldilocks. He broke
He
it.
technically didn't break in.
I
He
didn't actually
technically
go in.
broke part of it, but Flandler let him in.
Does
Semantics, but technically speaking.
I just knocked a little too far.
does anybody have anything positive to add?
Okay, I like that.
I'm creating some spells that could be useful in the future.
That was good to know.
Mm.
I'm thinking of one myself, but I just don't have the funds for it at the moment. I'll tell you about it when it's more in the works.
Mm.
Anybody else?
Has anyone else named their lizards yet?
I have not done that.
Chicken of the trees.
That's funny as
So
hell.
we should
Why
do
isn't that the name of our group?
Chicken of the trees?
Chickens of the Trees.
I mean,
There's only
that's
one.
generally what people have been calling iguanas for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken of the trees.
When you posted that picture of the iguana, I thought you were gonna be like, hey, whenever I've been meaning
Yes,
to post
I
on there.
mean, through your travels from point A to point B, you would have absolutely noticed that the queen still has a certain level of control over the other ones, to a certain extent.
You're gonna make them all sit in his room, aren't
If
you?
Lathani
Hmm? I mean, one at a time.
Their eyesight's not that good.
Hey.
She's down here checking out my
Okay,
cooler.
so
Nobody else has anything going on or anything they want to talk about, or?
Well, I will go ahead and bring up my shopping list for things that we need, and as well as things that the lizards definitely need.
Yep.
And I think,
Yeah, we gotta start working on
as well as the thought had recently occurred to me that at some point soon we are going to need to return to the elemental plane of fire because, do you remember the dwarf Egan?
Yeah.
I had commissioned a special weapon from him.
So we're just able to make shopping trip for you.
No, because while we're there, we can also go and try to find the child that's stuck on the elemental plane of fire.
Well, yeah, this is where I get the child. We only do that when we're a short party.
No. We're not like I'm not saying like let's open up portals and start going and doing stuff right now. Well, these are things that we would probably be best with whenever we have our cleric return to us.
I don't recall saying that, but my apologies.
That's all right. We all make mistakes.
Do you guys have a problem with the plane of fire or something?
No, but there's at least one being on the plane of fire that has a problem with us.
Yes, that.
What was his name again?
Let's just
Salazar.
say we made a hot exit.
It isn't our fault. A theft incident that we may or may not have involved in, and it almost cost us our lives.
So now there's a powerful being on the plane of fire.
He was attempting to.
Stronger than us.
He was attempting to create a death contract with my brother here. I decided to circumvent it, and he's not very happy with us.
Well,
To be quite fair, it was ill-gotten goods to begin with, so stealing from a thief.
technically not.
Oh.
Were we not stealing from a thief though?
No.
I thought it was.
He got
No,
outdated.
Egan specifically said that he had sidetracked his way of acquiring the materials, but he had bought them fair and square.
And when I didn't lose my abilities, I should have told you guys. I just realized that, but I should have given it away.
Not necessarily.
It's a legitimate version that we just like went to his back room.
Not necessarily. You know enough about your character that there was a gray area.
But they did. I should have given them a little hint at what he was.
Right at the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What he was. I apologize.
So,
So now my character actually knows about that.
So what do you guys say?
Let's
Nobody
go
has
shopping.
anything else really going on. Let's go shopping. Let's go see if there's any bounties or anything.
Bounties? We're not.
Well, I mean,
Well, let's see if the local hamlet needs help.
How strong up are you for money?
Very much so.
He really needs help.
He uses me as a bank. I guarantee he's strung up on money.
He's
Yeah,
never
I'm
used
fucking
you
with
as
you.
a bank.
I get is the group
Huh?
I can help you earn money.
I don't think that's a viable option yet.
I don't necessarily know that you would have paid close enough attention to like their spell discussions necessarily.
I was wondering because like half the time we do something, half the time we don't. So always count the track.
I need
Right.
15 times what I have for a
just how
spell.
much?
Well, if you didn't keep buying poisons.
Button 2 made the rest.
Did you say button?
Boss.
You said button too.
He buttoned.
Not nearly as
bought
bad as an
two.
elephant in the room.
That's why you call it Johnny Money.
I almost had him.
Almost. I had to inhale. Fucking some girl at school got milk out my nose the other day with a joke. Sure.
Oh, with the joke?
Words are important.
Or hit you with this fucking bottle.
Are you sure it was milk, or did it string a little bit more than milk normally does?
Oh, the visual.
I know.
The visual.
At least I didn't use the words cum bubble.
Oh my god.
I just need like a kid with a
And it
snotty
begins,
nose,
your
but
FBI
it's not a
agent.
kid with a
No,
snotty
it's something
nose.
else that I remember hearing about, but I don't
I
want to
can't
say
say
it
it
out
too
loud.
loud.
Go on, might as well. The internet's where you heard it.
Guys,
Where are these?
Um,
Check the index.
yeah, I definitely wanted to more.
Okay.